Yes, I am listening. I'm all yours.
ロビラー卿について。
My lady, I must press you further. Have you noticed any strange behavior from Lord Robillard these last few days?
Why'd you ask such a question? Oh, I see. You think that my little lord picked up the scent of the robber and wanted to warn me. I was so blind. Oh, my sweet lovey-dovey.
Indeed, that is one possibility.
Well, I seem to remember Lord rummaging in the garment chest that you see over there in the corner. He isn't supposed to go near it, as it contains ceremonial garments that I never wear, and it is very dusty. In addition, only my personal maid is capable of opening it, and that's in order to air it out from time to time, but I dismissed her.
Why is it complicated to open?
I decorated it myself, but it dates from Henry VIII, you know. He of the cupbearers, the maniac for security, blah, blah, blah. If you try to open it, don't ruin it, please.
I promise, my lady. Thank you. I must leave you, my lady.
My door and everything else will be open to you.
これが衣装ダンスでしょうかね。
One must insert a star here to unlock the opening mechanism.
この王冠に注目してください。
This piece is actually a puzzle, and all the pieces detach easily.
この木のパズルのピースをここに使います。
One must insert a star here to unlock the opening mechanism.
そして左のパズルを、この形に、真ん中の何かマークのような形に、するというわけですね。このようにこの枠の中を埋めていきます。これで完成でしょうかね。これで完成です。
Elementary.
やはりここにも人形がありました。
Excuse me, gentlemen. I'm aware that you're on duty, but I am on a special assignment in the service of Lady Leamunda. She entrusted me with a specific investigation, and I must question you both. Please note, in the case of a successful outcome, she has promised her gratitude to all those who have helped. She specifically mentioned that her gratitude would extend to...
At your service, sir. At your service, sir.
ロビラー卿について。
Thank you, gentlemen. I do believe that Lady Leamunda's companion, the pint-sized Lord Robillard, has access to all of the rooms and halls of the palace. Now, would you have seen him acting erratically these last few days? Say, in the past 3 days?
Yesterday, my lord piddled in my boots.
No, I was referring to events clearly out of the ordinary.
The day before yesterday, while we were on duty, my lord was rummaging about behind this suit of armour. When I bent over to see what he'd found, my bearskin fell, and my lord attacked it, and near tore it to pieces.
Thank you, gentlemen.
この辺りで何かこの犬はやっていたと。
This hole is dark and seems quite deep. I must find a way to see what's inside. This may prove to be useful.
槍でちょっと穴の中を探ってみます。
This hole is dark and seems quite deep. I must find a way to see what's inside.
暗くて見えないと。確か、ろうそくはここに、ちょっと拝借します。しかし本当に王族の部屋に自由に出入りしてますね、ホームズは。
I need something. This hole is dark and seems... I think I can make out the reflection of a porcelain face. This spear could be useful, but in order to recover the doll without damage, I would have to bend the end to form a hook. Excuse me, would there be a clamp hereabouts?
Hold on. It just so happens that my cousin, one of the royal plumbers, came here yesterday to take care of Lady Leamunda's pipes, and he forgot one.
Lady Leamunda's pipes?
I meant to say the plumbing of the bathtub in Lady Leamunda's room, sir.
レディ・レオムンダの部屋のバスタブについて聞きます。
What's wrong with the bathtub?
It no longer drains, sir. Normally the water drains in no time once the stopper is removed. In fact, with the force of the water, there are occasionally a few pink bubbles or even some hair that rise into the kitchen sink.
いとこ、この給仕頭のいとこなんでしょうかね、について聞きます。
Do you know when your cousin will return?
He said it will take 2 days in order to insert a custom-built auger to unclog the pipe, sir. My lady's maid told him that she saw my lord coming out of the empty bathtub. He would only have left 1 or 2 long hairs, if any.
Unless it was something else. Thank you, Chauncey.
My pleasure, sir.
ともかく、この、ハサミ金具を手に入れたので、これで槍の先をこのように曲げます。まあ、フック付きの槍というわけですね。
Here's what I've been looking for. Perfect. Now on to the next step.
はい、人形3つ目ゲットです。レオムンダのバスタブが詰まったとか言ってましたよね。バケツで水をすくってみます。
There is something here.
そして、このバスタブと、台所のシンクの排水管がつながっているというようなことを言っていました。ここでしょうかね。このシンクでしょうね。まず樽にバケツの水を入れます。
There. All of Lady Leomunda's bathwater is still in this barrel. It is far too heavy. I cannot lift it. Listen, can you help me shift a barrel?
At your service, sir.
Elementary. Empty.
すると、詰まっていた人形が浮かび上がってきているというわけです。さて、これで、4つですね、全部揃ったんでしょう。
Why, these are my dolls!
Indeed, my lady, here they are. 2 are somewhat damp, but they are all completely intact. In the future, for their own safety, put them up high or lock them up. You should also consider rehiring your servants, as they weren't to blame for the dolls.
Thank you, sir. You are a savior. How can I ever repay you?
There is a way. You can use your influence with Her Majesty to ensure an audience for myself as soon as possible. Here's my card.
Certainly, sir. I will go straight away to beg her pardon, and I propose that you return this evening. That will give me enough time to improve her mood and deign to receive you.
Many thanks, my lady.
Surely you aren't telling me that you had to rummage through a waste bin in order to find the leftovers from an infernal...
My lord, my dear Watson, within these walls you must say my lord.
I wonder if you aren't mocking me, Holmes. I find it hard to believe that Her Majesty enjoys living in an environment so queer.
What do you know of our monarch, Watson? What do we really know?
Mr. Holmes, the Prime Minister is in the White Room on your right, at the end of the hall. His orders were that you should be shown in immediately.
Good evening, gentlemen. Well done yet again, Holmes. The reconciliation between Her Majesty and Lady Leamunda has had a wonderful effect, and we shall be received momentarily.
女王陛下について。
Is Her Majesty safe?
She is in her chamber, and the palace as well as the gardens are crawling with guards. Did you notice all of the checkpoints on the way here? An army couldn't get to her.
You'll have to excuse me for a moment. Her Majesty and yourself are finally reconciled?
Ah, yes. And all thanks to you. I explained to her that you desired an audience and she has granted your request. She will receive you and the Prime Minister, but she will not tarry by calling for Chauncey to fetch you.
Farewell, my lady.
I am at your disposal, Mr. Holmes.
The rug was wet in a number of spots. I don't recall having wet it while emptying the bath. The rug was wet in a number of spots. I don't recall having wet it while emptying the bath.
何やら水たまりが。
Can you assist me, my good man?
Does his lordship wish to inspect another refuse bin?
カーペットについて聞きます。
Why is the carpet in the hall wet?
On account of a gift that Her Majesty received from Lady Leamunda, it was soaked and water was dripping from it for the duration of its carriage.
What did it consist of?
I haven't the least idea. The object was wrapped.
Thank you, Chauncey.
女王陛下について。
Forgive me, my lady, but I just learned that you offered a gift to Her Majesty.
Yes, I wanted to present Her Majesty with a gift to thank her for the dollhouse. But what a tragedy. It mustn't work any longer. Those nitwit workers dropped it in the moat and had the dickens of a time getting it out. They were so endearing that I couldn't be angry. And it's true that it's quite heavy.
その贈り物について。
If you'll tell me, my lady, what is the nature of the gift that you presented to Her Majesty?
Well, it's a very rare piece, but I have to admit I don't know much about it. I enjoy frequenting the shops, and a very lovely antiquarian approached me and drew my attention to this masterpiece, as he called it. Oh, he knew what he was talking about, and his manners were so...
But the masterpiece, what was it exactly, my lady?
Well, as Her Majesty's watch was broken, I wanted to give her something to tell the time. Thus, I bought her this clock which she gladly took to her chamber. You know, a French grandfather clock. Pomtoise, or was it Comtoise? The antique dealer said it was made by one of the originators of the genre, the Paillet brothers.
Wait, my lady, that name suggests something to me. Could it be...
ホームズの頭に浮かんでいるある名前とは何か。これは結構難しい謎解きですね。私もここで、何時間か積んだ記憶があります。難しい謎解きなんですが、実は皆さんはすでに答えを目にしております。考えてみてください。それでは答えいきます。実はランプキンがこのような紙切れを、隠れ家に落としていたのを、 思い出してください。この、上は何を意味するのかちょっとよくわかんないんですが、下に、MAYET と書いてあります。これが答えです。というわけで、答えは、マイエットです。
Mayet?
Yes, that's it. How did you know?
Watson, Prime Minister, quick, sound the alarm. Lupin is in the Queen's chamber.
What made me accept this infernal contraption? Tomorrow I will have it carved into kindling for the fire.
If Her Majesty will permit, I would rather avoid risking death yet again in what Her Majesty calls this infernal contraption. I was able to hold my breath long enough to avoid drowning, but that wouldn't help me against...
The hangman?
Your Majesty understands well. My fate is entirely in your hands, like so many others. My intentions are not hostile. In fact, they are quite the contrary.
They are what, then?
Many times I have found myself in a similar situation, and the words came naturally, because they flow from my spirit, which has fain been called poetic, lyric, and imaginative. Words. Nothing but words and rhetoric, often to an end above reproach. I stand before you, after having risked my life, and still risking it in what I had until now only considered a game. The words won't come to me because the game is over. The words that I should say to you won't come because they are buried deep. These fragile words that are frightened of emerging, these words that come from the heart. The words that I know I owe you, Your Majesty, my Queen, my love.
Believe me, Madame, if I was to steal something, it would only be a kiss.
You won't be stealing anything. I will give you a kiss willingly.
Open up, Your Majesty!
Is all well, Your Grace?
Break down the door!
Your subjects are there, and so ends my gallant game, and with them, my life. But these precious seconds are the lifetime. Show them, Arsène, how a French gentleman in love behaves.
And continue to amuse yourself.
Your Majesty, are you going to...
Hush up, you impudent plodders. Who do you think you are to speak in my presence without having been asked? Look at you, a bunch of incompetents, covered in titles and stripes. You are supposed to guarantee my safety and that of England, which amounts to the same thing. In the end, I had to defend the place myself.
But, Your Majesty...
Suffice. Even the most compassionate of monarchs cannot be permitted to excuse the vermin. Chauncey, have the royal luggage prepared. We will withdraw to Windsor presently. Leomunda, you will accompany me. And you, silence this bell before I have an overwhelming urge to decapitate it.
You and I, Lupin.
女王陛下の資質ですね。
Elementary. This is how Lupin vanished.